welcome back and thanks for joining me. Thanks for taking the time to join me even. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a wee salmon fly called a Patsy Mary. And this wee fly is quite effective for salmon and sea trout, but I think it might work for the Dolligan. So I'm going to show you just how to put it together. So the hook in the vise is a size 12 partridge patriot double in black nickel. I'm going to use a uni thread 80 in red to tie the fly. So we're just going to come in and get the thread started a couple of mil behind the eye of the hook. Run on a couple of mil of tan thread and then remove your waist tag. The tag in the rib of the fly is a UTC ultra wire in silver. Wee length off here, so I'm just going to tack this in underneath and then just run my thread down, tying in the wire. I'm just going to bring my thread down slightly past the points of the hook or the hooks, and then I'm going to come round with 5 turns of the silver wire to create our tag, and on the last turn just bring it up and in between the two hooks. That locks in your tag at the back, makes the fly really strong. And then because this is a tinsel body, I'm just going to work my thread up in close touching turns, and then I'm going to bend the wire back on itself, and we're going to bring our tan thread back down, and we're going to use this for a rib. I'm just going to come down, just tied up against the tag, the tail. I'm going to use golden pheasant crest feathers. I have 2 here, just 2 wee small ones, just to beef it up a wee bit. But you could use just cock hackle, yellow cock hackle fibres would do the trick for you too. So just tie these in, and then just want to see what length they're at. You know, if they're too long, which they are for me at the minute, just going to pull them in a wee touch to there, and then just tighten up. And then I'm going to come in and just trim this the length of the body. The body itself is going to be a uni mailer, gold and silver. I'm going to use the silver side. This is a size 12. This will be like a medium tinsel. If I was tanning it on a size 10 hook, I would probably use the size 10, and that's a large. Now when you're using these dual tinsels, you want to tie it on the opposite side. So I'm tying it in, meaning I'm tying it in here with the gold side facing myself. So at this stage, just want to run the thread up, just tying these materials in. Just want to try and keep the body as smooth as you can, because you don't want, you know, lumps and bumps. It'll just not look great. No, it doesn't look great till you, well, in my opinion, you'll just not fish it once you get out. So we're just looking then, touching turns of the mailer up the body. Then just follow this around with your thread. A couple of tight turns will secure that in. Come in and trim away the excess. Then we're going to come up with our silver wire, and you're looking 3-4 turns on the body. There's plenty to protect your mailer. Follow this around with your thread. Yeah, nice tight turns here now, just to secure in your wire, because that's what's holding the whole fly together. Now at this point you can put on a black cock hackle. I'm just going to use a black pen hackle, and this is just a cheap Indian cape that has been dyed black. I'm just going to offer this up to the hook, come around with a couple of turns to catch in the tip, just fold the tip back, a couple of turns back up over the tip on the hackle. Then I'm just going to break off the tip. I'm just going to stroke these back now. With this being a hen hackle, only probably look, you know, 2 turns at the most, because of a wing to put on, and we just need to be mindful of the space that we have remaining at the eye of the hook here. So that's going to be enough for me there. So I'm just going to hold the hackle in underneath, Then just follow this around with your thread and get a couple of tight turns in to secure that in, and then just going to come in and trim away the remainder of the hackle. Anything that wants to go forward, just come in and sweep it back. Just going to bring my thread to the eye and back up tight against the hackle. Now just see what way we're sitting here. Just open everything out. Now the wing, let's get that into position for us. The wing, just grey squirrel tail dyed blue. So we'll just get a small pinch of the squirrel tail off. It suits the fly. It's a wee bit too much, just take some of that away. Trim this away from the tail. Now I like you don't have to stack the squirrel, you can put it on like that. Nothing wrong with it. I just like to stack it, so I'm going to give this rattle in my stacker. All the tips have lined up for us. Just take it out of the hair stacker, and then you just put the wing on the length that you like. I'm just going to have it coming sort of way, just over halfway into the tail. So I just want to hold it here in my finger and thumb. I'm just going to come in and take a measurement, trim the excess away over my rubbish bin, come back in, get this as close to the shank of the hook as you can. Just come around with a pinch and loop. Now, if you don't get it the first time, because I didn't get it the first time there, just don't let it go. You will get it. Just pinch and loop it. Take a couple of tight turns. That'll catch it in for you. Now, it has a tendency, squirrel, just a couple of wee fibres have just run over on me. Just want to take those away. It has a tendency to pull out. So the best thing to do, in this case I'm using super glue. You could use varnish instead of super glue, but the super glue will just hold it into position more for you. So I'm just bringing the thread down over the cut ends and back up into position. Now I want to brighten the head up, so I'm just going to whip finish this off the red thread, trim away my thread. Just any excess of glue, just going to take that away, and then just to brighten the head up, I'm going to come in with some Glow Bright Floss number 3. And just start off right about at the eye. Build up your Glow Bright Floss from the front up. I've just broke away the excess of the Glow Bright Floss, and then just come in and whip finish. You want to put a nice shape into your head at times, so just whip finish that off, pull the floss nice and tight, come in and trim away your floss. Now, nothing to that wee fly, that's a good wee pattern to have in your box. Definitely 100% will work for sea trout, you know, so just to finish off. And I think that definitely will work for Dalek, and that's, I know that there's a few boys that follow the channel here and have subscribed to the channel that, you know, the fish for the Dalek, so it'll definitely work for the Dalek. So just to finish off, just always put a wee coat of super glue on, so I'll do just to finish the head off, and then once that dries in, guys, I'll come in and put on a couple of coats of varnish just to seal up the super glue. So there you go, guys, that's the Patsy Mary. Hope you've enjoyed that wee video. Hope you're getting something from the videos that I'm putting up and you're watching. So look, if you like the wee videos I'm putting together and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps my wee channel out and helps it grow. And until next time, folks, please stay safe and tight lines.